Welcome everybody. Episode number 13.
Oh, 13 already? Damn.
Yeah, we're at 13. So coincidental.
Oh, very true. Didn't even put two and two together.
I was thinking about
Four.
that today when I was putting the schedule on for it. I was like, oh shit, what episode are we on? Because I thought we were at like 13 last week, but apparently not. So here we are, episode number 13. It's going to be a special one. This one's entitled Checkers or Wreckers. And I'm sure a lot of you already know, but we'll kind of get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. There's a lot to cover, from last Saturday's events to what's coming up this weekend at Colorado National Speedway. There's also some highlights from other racetracks around the country that we want to touch on too. They had a big race out in Evergreen Speedway that one of our locals that we know participated in and had some success out there, and then it's got to turn around, come right back, and participate at home. So,
yeah. I mean, by the time they even get the car home, they'll have like well, they'll probably be home today. So yeah, they'll probably have 2 days here to get it turned around, ready to go for Friday because they got Friday practice.
Yes, it's going to be. That's a tall tale order.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever. Anyways, so here we go. We're gonna jump right into it. So
you want to introduce yourself?
Huh? Oh, well, I guess sure.
Because I got a special introduction.
I'm Jordan Smith. I'm the driver of the 13S Gam, and I'm gonna pass it over to this guy.
Yeah, Jake Smith, driver of the 89, co-host of this here podcast, and we're gonna start the old podcast off right. So, got some stuff to talk about. So we're just gonna ease the pain right now. So here we go.
Him and whiskey don't mix. I'm just gonna throw that out there, everybody.
Hey, it's just a shot, maybe two, but it's honey, so it like goes down nice and smooth. Love it.
All right, here we go. We're gonna give a little love to our presenting sponsor, and then we'll get right into it.
I know he's down there just making noises, stalling. He just put so much work into keeping this act going.
Oh, again, technical difficulties.
You stopped it soon.
Oh well. Oh, there's Nora in the window, saying hi to everybody. Anyways, all right. So last weekend at CNS, we had the Towers Night Out, Towers and First Responders Night Out at CNS. I have to say it, dude. It's like it's
good.
My thing.
It is your thing.
So Towers Night Out, and they were busy.
Yes, they were.
There was a lot of them too. Like when they did the little intermission thing, and I'm waiting for them to come off the track, and they just kept coming. Well,
and I forgot that the CVOR was with us that night.
Right.
And when they did it like after qualifying before the dashes, they had all the trucks going. I was like, isn't that the intermission, like from the dashes to the main event show? But I forgot they let the CVOR cars during intermission.
Which I was really glad that they let them go out on the racetrack and drive around, because I had heard word that they weren't going to let them do it. And I'm like, then what's the
why?
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah, why not? Like that's the
show off those cars.
Coolest part, right? Like get to see all those classic cars. And it was really funny because I totally forgot about it. And then there was that like old school Camaro looking, like I don't know if it was a street stock or back then they looked like the late models, but it was like that Camaro body from like 1970s that was sitting there, and you're just like, man, that thing is badass looking.
Yeah. Still could probably run today.
Oh yeah, probably whip most of our asses too. Like the one that Gary Ballou had down at the Snowball last year. Like it's just it's so cool to see the history, you know what I mean, to see where it came from to where it is today and all the crazy shit that we have in these cars. See how simplistic they were back then. Everything there, I mean, it was a stock car. Looking at those cars, you're like, wow, technology and everything has come so far. It's crazy.
Nothing stock about them 10-inch tires that he had on it, though.
Yeah, I think they were bigger than that.
They looked fucking huge.
They were like damn near sprint car tires. I mean, they were
yeah,
they were
they were wide.
They were way wide. So, anyways, so we had the pure stocks, had the modifieds, had the trucks, and the crazy trains for the night. Kind of I would say a lighter lineup than what we've had in over the course of the last few weeks. So it's kind of, you get used to kind of that routine of having so many different divisions and like, big shows on the on the
time between things.
Yeah, you had like time and more or less like it was like boom, 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 right? And then, I mean, when we got to the main event, we're like racing in the sun, like the sunlight still, and you're like, this is kind of weird.
Are we sure we did everything before the main events? Because I don't. It's 7:30 and we're already almost done with the pure stocks.
Right.
What the hell?
Right. Yeah, it was a little different, but it was nice because it kind of we cruised through the night and they're we'll start off with the pure stocks. There was no crazy issues. I mean, we'll give highlight to the overall. We'll just kind of touch on everything here. Oh, sorry. Your quick time. I know it went to Ronnie Johnson. Yep, it was Ronnie Johnson. He had a 19.8. Your fast dash winner was the 18Y of Justin Young. And then getting his first win was the number 08 of Tanner McKim in the dash. And then for the feature, I mean, they called us right to staging. And like, I think I was like the fourth car, maybe the third or fourth car to get through tech or, the scales and whatnot. And the next thing you know, I hear over the radio, like, hey, they're taking the white flag and there's only like 8 of us sitting over there.
Yeah.
It was like, holy shit. Like this is moving. Like there's nobody here. I was like, okay, I'll be on the front row. Like, sure.
Yeah. Good thing the interview after the pure stock race, I mean, at least took up that little bit of time. It wasn't very long, but at least it was enough time to where like the rest of the modifieds, because there were still, I want to say 4 or 5 cars still in line to go over scales.
Yeah.
As he was doing his cool down lap.
Right.
It was like, we better hurry up.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But there was no real no issues with the pure stock race. I mean, obviously I didn't get to see it because we were sitting there and staging, but it went green to checkered. So
yeah, it just went quick. And I know that the leader, Ronnie Johnson, they ended up catching some lap traffic and he had to kind of work his way through that, but did a pretty good job to where, he didn't lose any of his lead and actually probably gained a little bit more because the way some of the cars that were getting into lap traffic were racing side by side and, might have even have messed up second place, but it was like he had enough lead where last couple of laps, it was like, there was really no challenging, but at the same time, there was like cars like all over the track. I'm like, I forgot who was in the lead.
Yeah.
And I had heard one to go and I was like, wait, who's the leader? Where is he? I'm like, oh shoot, there he is. I forgot Ronnie was in the lead. And all of a sudden it was like, oh shit. And I look over and there's like 4 or 5 cars still over in tech.
Man, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
How quick it moved right along. Like you said, this was like bang, bang, bang. But 15 of them started the race. So congratulations to Ronnie Johnson. What is that, like his third win on the season, I think? 3rd or 4th?
I know it's back to back. I'm pretty sure he won the last pure stock race.
Yep.
So congrats to him. He's doing well, and there's some other guys out there doing really well. It's just, that 34 car, he's tough to beat. Yeah. When you give him a lead, and it's hard to catch up sometimes when he's got a lead. So
yeah, and once you get clean air too, I mean, it does make a difference. I know the track definitely, and this is my opinion. So somebody's at the door.
Yeah.
But the track wasn't it was dirty and it was grimy. It felt like to me, like it didn't feel like the track had a whole lot of grip. And I know, especially if you can get into clean air and your car's handling well enough, but if you're riding back behind the leader and you're trying to catch up to him and track conditions aren't the greatest, I mean, it definitely is tough. It's really tough to make moves and try to get yourself in position to win. So,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, hell of a job. I mean, he's
yeah.
kicking ass right now, so he's the man to beat. I guess we'll kind of give a little bit of an update too on where things are at. Whoa,
You getting some thunder?
Not yet, but that was quite the flash. So the point standings for the pure stocks. Right now, Sean Sully is in the lead with 204. Tanner McKim, the rookie, we were just talking about him, is in second with 193. Third is Justin Young with 183. Fourth is Gage Whittar with 162. And fifth right now is Ronnie Johnson, and he is sitting 48 points behind the leader, Sean Sully, right now. So, I mean, you keep on that streak of a bunch of wins. I don't know how many. Let's see, how many races do they have to go?
I feel like they've done a lot already. So I mean,
they have. I don't
feel
know
like they only have like maybe 4 left.
They have done quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. They have 1, 2, 3. Let me see. I'm kind of quickly going through 3.
I'm gonna say 5 because then they do the pure stocks, super stocks for Halloween night.
Man, 4. Yeah, they got 4 races to go. That's it.
Is that including the Halloween night?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, not very many left for them.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. They must have had a ton of front-loaded races this year. Yeah, 1, 2, I think 4. I could have miscounted. I was kind of just going through it quickly, so bear with me.
Well, it just seems like since July 4th, it feels like they've almost raced like every weekend. It feels like. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's good. It's a fan favorite, pure stock, super stocks are a fan favorite. So, you want to make sure that they're out there putting a show on.
Well, yeah. And then you get that one on the Halloween night where it's just like 45 of them on the racetrack.
Yeah,
it's
pure
awesome.
Chaos.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I always look forward to that one, especially since we're going to be there. But, anyways, all right, moving on to the Pro Trucks. They had quite the car count this last race. Let me go back. I think it was 20. So before I put my foot in my mouth. But I know that Happy Free, he got the quick time. And
it's his birthday too.
It was his birthday. Yeah, I mean that's always fun to go out there and be top dog for the night right off from the get-go.
Right.
Birthday. That's awesome. Yeah, there was 20 that started the race. Yeah, hell of a truck count. I shouldn't say car count, truck count, right?
Yeah. It's confusing. You get your brain all like in a bind when you think car, truck. Oh, damn it. Son of a bitch.
I don't need that right now either. But yeah, so Happy Free was your quick time. Curtis Heldenbrand ended up taking the fast dash. Tanner Fatz, I think Faatz. I'm sure I'm going to
Tanner Fatz. Get that Boston accent, Fatz.
Fatz. I know I'm butchering that, so I'm sorry.
No, every time you see that name, you're gonna go Fatz.
Anyways, truck race. I did not get to watch this one, so I am sorry. I am not up to speed with how that one went. We'll get to the GAM race after this, but
I know there was a few trucks that had tire issues. I know there was like I want to say 3 or 4. I know at least 3. Ashlyn Himmler had a tire issue. I want to say Brett. Well, because she came off on with a tow truck.
Yeah.
I want to even say Brian Yackee had a tire issue because he came off the track, and it must have been kind of late in the race because he ended up pulling in his pits and they just ended up parking it. And then I can't remember else. Somebody else had a tire issue. So I'm wondering if, like, after what happened in the GAM race, which you're talking about, maybe there was some stuff still on the track or something, but it just was weird. There was like 3 or 4 trucks that had issues during that race with tires.
Yeah, I don't quite know exactly what it was, but I know the track was definitely not in the greatest condition on Saturday. I mean, I just from the driver's seat component of it, like it was not the greatest. But anyways, continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, we obviously didn't pay attention to it of what we're gonna talk about, but all I know is that Happy Free sounds like he got up and was battling for the lead and got into the lead and won on his birthday. So he had a bunch of people in the stands because someone had a flag in turn 1 with a big happy face, and I remember Dad's like, "What the hell is with the happy face over there in turn 1?" I was like, "It's Happy Free's birthday." Oh, okay, all right. I was wondering, like, what the hell is that?
I do love that. That's such a great like play on his name to make T-shirts like that.
Happy
face, like it's great.
Yeah.
I wish he would put that big happy face like on his hood or something. But like, well, I know it's like I think it's on there actually, like at the very front of it, but like the whole hood.
Oh yeah.
The eyes and the smiley face and nothing.
Kind of like
else.
the cougar on top of Ricky Bobby's car, but just the big happy face.
Exactly.
There you go.
So, all right. So, Happy was your winner. Travis Rowe was second. Curtis Hildenbrand was third. Tyler Wiggins was fourth. And Tim Coate was your top 5. It says here that Brian Yackee ended up finishing 6th. So, I don't know. He must have got back out there at that point.
Maybe. Yeah. I thought he had parked it, but yeah, I could be wrong. But
so, looking at the point standings, the updated point standings for that division, sitting up front is number 9 of Curtis Hildenbrand with 200 points. Brian Yackee is currently second at 175. Tyler Wiggins is third, tied at 175. Happy Free is sitting fourth at 154, and Travis Rowe rounds out your top 5 at 147. So, first to fifth is a 53-point difference. I think they still have I think they have like 5 or 6 races to go. So let me, I'll count up here.
Yeah, I think they're pretty close to us where they got a good amount left.
Yeah, let me see. So I know, so there's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that's it. So they only have 4 left too.
Huh.
Never mind. I thought they had at least 5. Well, I mean, if you count the special, right? Like that's technically 5 races. Because yeah, the double feature night. I'd only count it as 1 night of racing to me.
Yeah.
Even though it's 2 main events, it's
just a longer dash race in the first main. You can't even really call it a main event. It's just an extended dash race with everybody in it.
Yeah, it really is. You can't deny that. I don't even look at it as really like an
I mean, you only get a point per car, and they split the purse anyway from the real main event, and they split that in half and then divvy it up in the first main. So it's like really, it's like a paid out dash race.
I'd rather it just be like double points, 1 feature, and let us go 50 laps.
Right.
Like just that's it.
Right.
I don't
dashes.
I'm a fan of this special nights. Yeah, no dashes.
No dashes.
1 big race.
And straight up qualifying. Even if you have to, per NASCAR rules, like do some sort of pill draw or something, like just
flip the top 8.
Flip the top 8, and that's it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or they'll do like they've done in the past, where they flip the entire field based upon points.
Never again.
We've
talked about that, and I would say almost the most, really, in a lot of the classes, don't ever do that again, because it just doesn't work out in the favor of, for the drivers in a sense.
No, it's more a hindrance on the people that show up every week versus the ones that don't.
Right.
Yeah.
At least if you're flip it from qualifying, not from points.
Points, right.
Yeah. Never, ever, ever do it based on points ever again. Dumb idea. based off qualifying. That way you don't get an Ed on the pole with a, somebody else mixed in there, and then it's just a calamity of chaos. So
100%.
Qualifying or nothing.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Shall we get into the GAM race?
Yeah, hold on. Let me prepare here.
Prepare. Jake's got to mentally, physically get himself ready to go for this.
Stings the nostrils.
Stings the nostrils.
Now I'm good.
All right. So the GAM race, we had 15 show up. We'll get into that part of it here in just a little bit too. A lot of talking points I have for after we get through the highlights here. Me personally, I qualified like shit. Like I said, I think the track was just greasy and dirty, and the wind picked up, and the dirt was kind of like all over in turn 3 and 4, it felt like. But once we put on brand new sticker tires, man, cars totally did like a 180. And it wasn't just my car. Like after talking to some of the other drivers, like they all said the same thing. They were like, did your car do this? Like, did you guys feel like this tire set was bad? And I was like, yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
and then it happens. You get a bad batch of tires. Hoosier isn't, the quality from Hoosier isn't the greatest as what it used to be. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And it's not just like one or two drivers. There was quite a few drivers in the modifieds that sounded like they were having a little bit of tire issues and the same problems we had with the tires. It's not like it was something different. It was the same thing that once you put them on, it was like, did your car go to shit and go tight? Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody. It sounded like everybody's car did the same exact thing. And so anyways, I qualified like crap. Started in the slow dash. But going back to it, I know Jeremiah Hill, congratulations to him. He ended up getting the dash win on the night. And then for your fast dash, I don't remember who took the fast dash because I didn't watch it. We were trying to fix the car. But Forrest Smith ended up taking the fast dash. So congratulations to him. He's done a really good job recently. He took home a quick time in the last race and then comes out and gets a fast dash win this race. I mean,
he got another dash win not too long ago.
Did he? I don't remember.
He did. I can't remember which race it was, but I'm pretty sure he had another dash race like a race or two ago.
I mean, he's definitely making a lot of strides. I mean, and it's awesome to see. You know what I mean? He's such a great guy. Nothing but respect for him. He's awesome. He's one cool dude.
And what
super happy.
What he's able to do, being handicapped. I mean,
dude,
he's over there doing his own tire. He didn't even take the tires over to the tire shed to have them do. He's over there unlodging his own tires, changing his tires on rims and stuff. I'm like, man, I applaud you, man. You're working your ass off harder than most of these guys with two legs.
Well, and that's kind of the thing, right? Like, you never want to hear about how hard things are. You know what I mean? I mean, he's the testament for working your ass off and being limited, right? Yeah. And he's able to go out there and do it all himself and compete at a very high level. So, if you ever feel sorry for yourself, just turn and look at that man and just okay.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go do one of these real quick, and I'll be here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, huge props to that man. I mean, you're right. Like watching him do it, and he does it all himself. He works on that car himself in his garage. Everything. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I know he's got crew that helps him, day of, which is good. But yeah, he does a lot of that preparation and stuff. I know he does a lot of that himself. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, getting into the main event, we started pretty far back. I think I started 9th. Early on, it got strung out a little bit. There was some beating and banging going on early. I think it was Scotty Scott and Ryan Jones got into each other and they spun each other out. Luckily, everybody came away unfazed as far as the cars go. We were all able to kind of stop. That was kind of almost the best point of the racetrack to be able to have that because everybody's on the hammer and on the brakes right there anyways.
Yeah.
But no, we banged the bumper a little bit. I think I hit Forrest, but just barely tapped him. And I don't know who got into the right rear quarter panel a little bit, kind of bent it up a little bit, but no major issues from that one. Everybody drove away and we got lined back up and ready to go. From there, I was able to make some moves and got up into the top 5. I think I was sitting in 4th. And it just got strung out. Cade Fox was in the lead and he got out to a lead. And, you know, then we had a caution with like 12 go. Was that when it was 12 to go?
Something like that, because we even had the tower frequency, and it didn't sound like anything. It was just put it out. No reason, no explanation, just put it out. And I mean, Cade got a lead, but it wasn't like like what was it last week in the late models where it sounded like Eric Meisner was out to like a full like straightaway and a half lead. I mean, he was really only about half a straightaway, maybe a little bit more than half a straightaway lead. And it's not like he was pulling away. Everybody's times were basically the same for the, you know, little bit of stretch we actually went green. So
and from what we understand, it was a ghost caution again. Like, I thought we were done with those, and here we go, right? Like, cautions always breed cautions because it's late in a race. And what does everybody want to do? They want to try to push hard and get to the front. And
I got a chance now.
Exactly. Like, I fucking hate those with every being that I have. Just let the race go. You don't need to be the dictator of how the race needs to end.
Yeah.
You don't.
No.
They don't do it on any other level of NASCAR ever.
Yeah.
Throw out a caution just because somebody got a big ass fucking lead. Like,
they don't even do it on the dirt.
No. Just that's the reward for doing well, right?
Yeah.
Like, you get out to a big lead, that's your reward. You kicked everybody's ass. Leave it at that.
All right. Good job.
And so anyways, they bunched us all back up. They had the choose cone, which is interesting enough. Cade ended up picking the top side. And so I just followed him, and I was thinking, okay, just if I can just tuck him behind him.
And I think he did that because I remember telling you, you know, the only practice that I did in my car, the bottom felt like shit. Mm-hmm. And I moved up like a tire or two off the bottom, and it felt better. Yep. I told you that. I was like, hey, you know, maybe try go a little higher up on the groove, because not only the bumps, but it feels like the grip is a little bit better up there. And you were running the high side the whole time. And I think even Cade, after that first restart after the, you know, lap 4 incident, yep, he fucking got a slingshot on that top side.
Oh, he did?
And he knew there was some grip up there.
And I felt it too, because I started experimenting with that in the dash race, like going up to the second, third lane to try and see what the grip was like, and I felt it. Like, the higher on the track you went, the better the car felt, and you know, so I tried it. Went up top, and then was door to door with the other 13 car, and got into me a couple times, twice on the backstretch, and then the last time, nothing I could have done, honest to God. Like, I was up against the wall, as tight as I could possibly be. I got a really good shot coming off of turn 2, was up against the wall, and it just straight drove into me. And when I hit the wall, I bounced off the wall and I came back. And then that's when I jumped the left front tire. And then at that point, I knew I was toast, because I went up in the air. All I saw was the billboards. And then I came back down, and then there was a wall. And I thought I went like this, but apparently I didn't. I still have my hands on the steering wheel. Luckily, I don't ever keep my thumbs inside the steering wheel. So I would highly recommend anybody.
That's from our bench pressing days of like, rolling the thumbs back.
Don't ever put your fingers on the inside of the steering wheel. Always keep them on the outside, because it'll tear your thumbs off. But when I hit the wall, I mean, it moved the steering column. We were looking over the car like fine-tooth comb, and it moved the steering column about 3/4 of an inch, and it bent the steering wheel into a moon shape. So,
and it was an MPI steering wheel,
which they're supposed to do that, right? Like, I know that they're supposed to give and take them
some bitches are sturdy,
but they're pretty tough. Car was destroyed at that point. Mar night was over. I'm sure everybody that was at the racetrack I was pissed at that point. Like I hit the wall and I came to a rest, and I'm like, it didn't really knock the wind out of me, but it was just like, holy crap. You knew that was a hard hit, and you're just kind of in shock for a second. And then all of a sudden just the rage hit. And then I just started throwing my shit off. I told Tanner, I keyed up the mic, and I told him, I'm all right. And then I put the steering wheel off, and I threw it. And then I jumped out, and I was ready to kill him. I mean, I really was. I was so ready to kill him. And I was just, went over there, and poor Scotty Bremkamp tried to push me back. And I'm sorry, dude, but I'm an ex-offensive lineman who played college football. So you just kind of
got a mentality in my head.
Yeah, exactly. I was seeing red. And yeah, I mean, at that point, because I had looked at the car, and it was just, you knew it was hurt. It was really bad. So thankfully, I will say this, thankfully, Burkett Nestor, Brian Nestor, he built really good race cars, but really safe race cars. I got to give him mad props, because all the safety equipment, all the car did its job. I was able to walk away unscathed. Do have a minor concussion from it. I went to the hospital yesterday. I didn't feel the effects from it till a couple days yet later. So I did go to the hospital yesterday morning, and they confirmed that, yeah, I had a minor concussion. But other than that, I was able to walk away, just a little sore, neck's a little sore, but that's about it. I know our dad had that nasty spill back in the 90s, and he was not so lucky.
No. Yeah, his safety equipment was not near what we got nowadays, but luckily both instances, I know Dad didn't technically walk away, but he ended up walking months after, once he got healthy. But
yeah,
I don't know who was more mad though, you or me, because as soon as I saw it coming, and my gut just dropped, and as soon as I saw your car go in the air, I ripped my fucking headphones off. And I started running down the stairs, and then I look up, and boom, you hit the wall. So I put my earphone back on to listen to hear you say you're okay. And as soon as I heard that, I turned around and I looked at the girlfriend of the other driver, and I just started letting her have it. What the fuck? And I mean, I guess it was so bad that Ray looked over at the security guard, get somebody down in security in that pit right fucking now. And yeah, I'm sure half the other stands, as I was by the pit tower, saw my complete rage. And I honestly, if you didn't get out of that car, I was going to climb that fence. And I know it would have got me in trouble, but I was going to climb that fence, pull you out, and then go over and just start beating the fuck out of somebody.
Just start punching poor Justina.
Yeah. Maybe not her, but
I don't even know what's going on.
Scott, you either move now or you're getting it first, and then he's getting it. I don't even care. I've punched people with their helmets on before, and I've dented face masks, so I got no problem breaking a shield.
Oh, that's so funny. I will say congratulations to Cade Fox, because he ended up going on and winning the race, because I think that happened with only like 7 laps to go or something.
There wasn't a whole lot of laps left.
A whole lot of laps left. I don't think they were willing to throw a ghost caution after that one for how long it took for clean that one up. But
yeah,
they're in turn, right? It goes back to that same thing. Cautions breed cautions. And, even that one was kind of avoidable. It should have never really happened in the first place had it just gone green, right? Like the race was to be had by the 51. So,
yeah. Well, I want to say this comment here. 2 of them, Brittany Lynn Kimmel, the fans were mad with you both. And then Jess Karsten, everyone in the stands was coming over the fence with you. Yeah, this was funny, because as soon as you got out and you started pushing Scott Bremkamp down to his car, I swear I heard about 20 people, kick his fucking ass, Jordan.
I mean, I was just wanting to get my voice heard more than I was wanting to think of like something out of the race car. But
my voice was hurt enough to where I didn't start having my voice back until this morning.
But I will say this real quick before I go on to my next point. So
congratulations to Cade, Eric Reed as well, for finishing second.
And Frank Denning, he had a hell of a run, man. He got parked right next to us, and
Guy can
he drove
park a
his ass
trailer
off.
in tight spots.
Oh man, that was a little sketchy.
Yeah.
That was a little sketchy.
I was like, I don't know how you're going to do this, bud, but you might want to go down 2 more or something. He's like, nope, we're getting in there. And he got it in there.
So, and then Ryan Jones finished 4th, and Forrest Smith rounded out the top 5. Point standings wise, I just want to go over that real quick because I do have one other thing I want to kind of touch on about the races from Saturday as well. So right now, Cade Fox is leading with 180. Eric Reed, 169. He's in 2nd. Scotty Scott sitting in 3rd with 146. Ryan Jones currently sitting in 4th place with 128. And now Jeremiah Hill sitting in 5th with 109. Him and I are technically tied, but he's going to definitely take that full position here in a couple weeks when I'm unable to compete. So congratulations to Cade again. He's just on a roll. I mean, they just got it going on.
I want him tested for steroids.
It's the hair. He's got that flow.
It is the hair. It's kind of like Dwight Goodman in Dodgeball. It must be the hair, Dick.
Must be the hair, Dick. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh man. But I do want to thank the fans, the CNS crew that was, the track crew. I do want to thank all of them, the concessions people, a lot of the drivers as well. Like every one of our competitors came over and, checked on me and wanted to know if I was all right. Same thing, like I said, with the crew and, concessions people, like fans, everybody that came over and checked on me. I mean, thank you guys. I truly appreciate that. Got phone calls all the way Sunday. I think from the time I woke up at about 8 o'clock in the morning, all the way through into the evening, got phone calls from all kinds of people. Ed Vecchiarelli, I mean, you name it. There's a bunch of people. Steve Rodenbaugh, who wasn't even at the races. He texted me.
Brian Sanders,
talked with Chris Mueller. I mean, there was a bunch of people that came and checked on me. There's definitely a few people that I thought would have, that didn't, mainly upper management. I'll just leave it at that. Didn't hear a lick from them. Just, different perspective, right? Some of them didn't even know I wrecked. I'll just put it that way. Won't name names. Some of them didn't even know I was in a major accident. But anyways, I just want to thank all those people that did reach out and checked up on me, let you guys know that I am okay. The car definitely is toast. It bent the whole front stub. It bent the center section, even all the way back to pretty much the rear end, like the trailing arm mounts where the bar hooks to the trailing arm mounts. It was bent as well. So it was a hard lick.
I mean, kind of looking over it Sunday and then a little bit yesterday and even today, the rear end, we're hoping to God, even if it's bent a little bit, it's just one tube and that can be replaced and we can keep that and not have to buy a new rear end because some winners rear ends are not cheap. And initially we thought maybe something was wrong with the motor on the intake side of things, but it's just a bad casting. Nothing's actually broke. It's just not very smooth and, well cut out. It's just the basic one.
We thought there was a big hole in it.
Yeah, we thought there was a big hole that from the pressure, everything, it blew a hole out of the intake, but it didn't. It's the bridge for where the water comes in to go into the intake itself. So that's fine. The block looks everything okay, but obviously with a wreck like that and everything's turning fast and then all of a sudden comes to a complete halt, you don't know internally what's wrong with it. So at least block, intake, stuff like that looks salvageable, but once we can get it out and diagnose the innards of everything, we're hoping everything's okay. So at worst, it's just the chassis is just completely destroyed, but we're hoping transmission, politically correct. Transmission is good, bell housing, motor is good, and the rear end. So, which those are the main components to make a car go forward. So, without having the car itself. So that's hopefully a plus, hopefully a thumbs up on that one.
I didn't want to bring up this comment. Just remember the car is replaceable. You aren't. So glad you walked away with minor injuries. I
Yeah.
agree. And that
Agreed,
is
100%.
100%. And that, it's funny. The Bando kids, my daughter's particularly Nora, she hates how tight we have to get her belts, right? Like she just like so tight. It's like, yeah, it's on purpose. And so Saturday morning when she came over and looked at the race car and we had a little chit chat about it, like this is why we double check all our safety gear. This is why we do the things that we do to make sure that we're safe in race cars, because this is what could happen. And I was like,
That's why we have a Hans device.
exactly. We double check our stuff, right? Like make sure your seatbelts are good and make sure that they're up to date and they're in the right position, because you just never know. Like I'm walking proof that you can have a really hard lick like that, but if your safety equipment's good and you have it all in the correct spot, and you can walk away from it, So just hopefully that resonates with some people, not to scare anybody or anything like that, but just double check your stuff, make sure everything's in working order, because you just never know, right? Like you never know when you're going to have a bad accident, and you need to rely on that stuff pretty heavily, and it could save your life. I mean, who knows? If I'd not had that stuff, who knows what condition I'd be in right now.
And when they talk about nut and bolt checking everything, that includes just like Georgette just said, your safety equipment. I mean, just the simple thing of having like a loose screw on your visor and that thing fly off in the middle of a race, or heaven forbid, the bolt that holds your seat belts behind your seat, that thing come loose. Like every little, when you nut and bolt check everything, you do it with your safety equipment too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep. So, anyways, great night overall, except for our little mishap. Like I said, congratulations to all the winners from last weekend. Great job by everybody. Looking forward to this weekend now. Cars Tour coming to town.
My wife thinks she's funny.
Did she flash you? That would have really made me laugh.
Let's just say she's red and I'm red, so
she flashed you. That's the only thing that'll make that woman go like completely flush.
Oh, she's crying upstairs right now. That's funny.
She's more embarrassed than anything else that I said it live on it.
No, I think she's laughing more at the fact. Never mind. Moving on. Cars Tour this weekend. Woo! Hold on. Woo!
Oh, jeez. It's the Cars Super Late Model 125, Super Stocks, Legends, Bandos, and Figure Eights. Now you talk about going from a light lineup to now a super heavy lineup. So everybody be prepared. You got 5 divisions going, and one of them's got, 2 of them are split up within the same division. So it's going to be a late one. Gates open at 4:00. Racing begins at 6:30. Kevin Harvick will be in town. I know that we're going to have, I think they said they have pre-registered somewhere around like 26 or 28 cars so far.
Somewhere like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like 50 Legends, I want to say.
Something like that. I know they're going to have quite a bit of bandos. Like all the bando kids are going to be out there. I'll be out there. Yes, Jake will be in Michigan competing with the Midwest Modified Tour this coming weekend at Wasso Speedway.
They just got loaded up this afternoon. Actually, it was about 6:00 when we finally got done loading up everything.
Yep. So him and Chuck Jr. and Mike Hunter and Aaron Robinson, they're all going to be heading east here tomorrow morning, bright and early, and go compete with those guys. I think the last time I checked, they had 55?
50 plus. I know that I think it was 53 modifieds.
53 modifieds signed up.
Yeah.
And some really good shoes on that list. I mean, it's going to be tough, but confident, good race car, good team. So tune in. What's it on?
It's on Track TV. It's because it's not on low budget. But it's on Track TV. It's called the Owasso like Outlaw 100 or something like that, because they are running the Outlaw Super Late Model on Saturday with us, and they're doing 100 laps. So that's going to be fun to watch. So they have dwarf cars and like pure stocks or something like that.
I thought it was like hobby stocks or pure stocks or
Yeah,
something.
it's like kind of their, I don't like saying lower divisions, but two of their lower divisions racing, and then the mod tour, and then the Outlaw Super Late Models, which I think they have like we said, like 50 plus modifieds, and then I think they have like 30 something Outlaw Super Late Models already signed up for it. So I mean, that's going to be a good show. So if you want to watch me, while you're doing CNS stuff as well, Track TV, it's like $30. I know it sucks, but if you already have it, great. If not, then that's what I'll be doing. It'll start at 6:00 p.m. there, so about 4:00 here.
Or if anybody wants to come over to our trailer after the Bando race, we'll be having it on in the trailer watching. So
because qualifying starts. Qualifying starts at like 6 or 6:30 p.m. there, so about 4:30 here. And then our main event is roughly supposed to start around 7:30, 8 o'clock, I want to say. Hopefully we're in an A main. They do have 2 last chance races. And then whoever doesn't make it from the last chance race into the A main, they will run a B main, and then the A main right after that, and then the Outlaws after that. So we're hoping to qualify into that A main. We're pretty confident from the car last year. We weren't too far off. So hopefully luck will be on our side, and a little bit of talent my way, I guess, and hard work from our guys in the shop and the crew. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, and then like I said, you got the 125 this upcoming weekend. A lot of big names going to be here. Like I said, Kevin Harvick. I know Jace will be competing. All of our local guys. I'm sure Michael Scott, Cassidy Hines, all of them, they'll be competing. I'm not sure if Kyle Ray's going to be coming out this weekend or not. I hope he does.
I think he is.
I hope he is.
I think that's why he didn't run the last Super Late Model races, because he's running.
I talked to him the other day. He and I chatted after the race on Saturday. So I'm hoping. But either way, it's going to be a hell of a show locally here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing it live. It's going to be kind of crazy. Pretty much my wife's not even going to be around. Like no crew is going to be around. So Marky Brimkamp, get your ass to the races so you can help me out. And no, Kirk Hunter said he was going to come help me out as well. So looking forward to it. Definitely going to spend some more time focusing on the girls, and not quite sure what we have in store. I know we have the big AAA service night at the races September 6th. So that's going to be one. We'll figure something out for that. We'll definitely, either Jake or I will be competing in that one. But we'll have one of our cars out for that specific night. But then after that, not quite sure what's on this docket for us. It's kind of been a weird year, to be honest with you. But
to say the least.
It's been a weird year. But it's been fun.
I want to answer a couple questions here. So Victor, our buddy Victor, is Track TV better than low budget? I'd say yes, because they do actually broadcast a lot more national races and big races, not only dirt but asphalt. I know they do a lot of Owasso stuff, so that's a lot of what they run their stuff off, kind of like we do with low budget. But the nice thing is for our race, for the modified specifically, I don't think he's doing the Outlaws, but there was an announcer. His name is Matt Prier, and he is awesome. I mean, he's kind of like Mark Mosier for the Avalanche. He's just like that, but for racing. And he is, I mean, he almost like pumps you up just listening to the show. So at least during a modified race, that guy's going to be doing ours. So I would say yes, Track TV is a little bit better than low budget, because we don't ever get announcers. I mean, A-Rod does a great job, but only when like Cars Tour comes in or the big races that you actually get broadcasters to jump on. Otherwise, you're listening to what A-Rod says, which is fine. But it's kind of nice to have like an actual broadcaster telling you what's going on.
Well, and it's to talk about that for a second. It's because they're engraved into the tour that they're covering, right? Like they know all the stats about all the drivers, right? Like they're very informative on that front. So get your point. Yeah.
And then Mr. Johnny Berardi, hello, sir. How are you? Do they have Race Monitor? So Owasso does their stuff, and the Midwest Modified Tour does their stuff through MyPass. So it's just like Race Monitor, but it's, I don't know, just a little different platform. But yeah, you just download MyPass, go to live races, and you go to Owasso Speedway, and then you can, just like Race Monitor, it's the different platform, but the same things. You see live timing, or you can just break down each practice, and it'll show all the cars, who's racing for the night, stuff like that. I thought there was one more question that I saw, but yeah, other than that, we're super excited, trying to go win $5,000, and then hopefully, yeah, this weekend I kind of just sucks the way the scheduling came out. I would really like to see the Cars Tour race, and 50 Legends coming out. I mean, that's going to be cool in and of itself. But yeah, I'm going to be kind of just slightly upset missing seeing the races this weekend, but super excited to get in the car and run this weekend with literally the best drivers in the nation in the modifieds, because basically everybody that's running this race this weekend will come back for the hot shoe, but they have like 20 other guys that have already signed up for the hot shoe, from other local, small tracks around the nation. But yeah, but basically all the big hitters are going to be at the Prelude this weekend. So
yeah, it's gonna be exciting, that's for sure. I'm kind of bummed that I'm missing it, but I told my kids I wouldn't interrupt their racing just to go participate. You know what I mean? So yeah. I dedicated myself to them and making sure that they, I don't miss the things that they want to do. So I'm trying to be a good dad.
Well, you're doing a damn good job, and hey, you never know. One of them might spark a little something in Keelan Harvick's eye this weekend if he's there. Oh, you might be like in-laws with Kevin Harvick. Who knows?
Oh, dear God, dude. Don't sell off my kids, please.
Hey, I think that would be a pretty good in-law to have, Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, I heard he's a dick. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's a son of a bitch.
He's a dick. No, I'm excited to see the crowd. It's going to be packed. Big names coming into town. We had Sammy Swindell a couple weeks ago, and here we got Kevin Harvick coming in, and then, then they'll be right back here. The second week of August.
I'll miss that one too.
Yeah. No, it's the 15th, 16th, and you'll be.
Yeah, I'll be in Costa Rica. At least we'll be leaving that Saturday, like the morning, I think, of the 16th. Yeah, so at least see the Thursday, Friday night show. But yeah,
that's true. Yeah, but come the Saturday night show, which that's going to be the only one we end up going to, anyways. So whatever.
I mean, Costa Rica, the Cars Tour.
Do you really want me to go there?
I'm going to be in an all-inclusive.
You can drink margaritas anywhere.
Hey, it's an all-inclusive, adults-only resort, man. Free golf, free booze.
Is there a nudie beach there?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, then I'm not interested.
It's a nudie pool, man. Go out there like, yeah, white boy from Colorado needs some sun.
Oh, my God. Dude, I'm sorry, but you look like you got cancer right now, man. Like, that would not.
I know.
I just see.
Give me all the fat and sun that you got, and all your tequila.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this skinny white guy from Colorado with no sun, half fluorescent.
Yeah. You thought the sun was out. Nope, that's just the reflection off my skin.
Yeah. Are you a fucking mirror or what? Oh my God.
Dear Lord.
Oh,
I gotta
that's
bring a laugh or two in this.
you
Every
need to
episode.
lay off the fucking honey jack.
Yeah, I only had 3, man. I can make it 4.
Oh dear God. All right. Well, yeah, super excited about this upcoming weekend. As you guys have noticed, I'm not at my house right now. I'm actually over with some of my in-laws, and we're having like a little get
I was
together.
wondering, that doesn't look like your porch.
No, it's definitely not my porch. No, it's I'm looking straight out into the woods, and it's kind of raining, so luckily everything is kind of covered. But I just kind of stepped outside so we could have this little chit chat about this evening, or Saturday night's events. But yeah, so we might cut it a little bit short here tonight. We wanted to thank you all and appreciate all the love and support. Continued. Yeah, it's just super thankful for everybody that's reached out to me, called me, messaged me. Yeah, it's been great.
Kind of add on that, it just, and maybe you said this, I don't know, but just like with me earlier in the year with my health stuff, which I'll give you guys a quick update. I'm getting better and better by the day. I'm able to make a fist now. About 2 months ago, I was like about like this with a fist. I can actually make a fist. So that's why I was like ready to go punch somebody. It's like I can make a fist now. I know, but I'm doing much better. I'm getting better and better every day, and I'm getting my strength back every day. So thank you for all your support. And then also, now with Jordan from this weekend, his support toward him, and what happened. It just goes to show you the love and the camaraderie of the racing community, right? And even kind of hate saying this just because he was so nice on Saturday, coming over and checking on you, and then even talking with us a little bit. Mr. Captain Chaos, I mean, even came over and he was even like, "Yeah, go cook his fucking ass," Like it just shows you that even though we have that nickname for him, and we never really have had a personal conversation with Cody, but just the sole fact of him coming up even and checking on Jordan, sitting just talking with us for a quick minute, it just shows you the love and camaraderie between the drivers, right? And you want to see everybody be healthy, and you want to see everybody be good, and just checking on somebody just could help somebody brighten somebody's day, right? So just love seeing that. And obviously everybody wanted to come see the car too, but just the sole fact that they came up to George first and was asking that he was okay, and if we need anything or any help in the garage or anything, once we kind of figure stuff out, that's just huge. And we would offer us the same thing, that if anybody ever needs our help, or whatever they may need, just all you got to do is ask. And that's the same stuff that came toward us, is if you need anything, all you got to do is ask. So thank you for everybody for that. That's very generous. And we love to see that rolling around in the pits.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't have said it better myself. So with that being said, look forward to seeing everybody again this upcoming weekend on Saturday. Come by, say hi, shoot the shit. And then, if you want to sit and wait for the super late model race to happen and watch Jake compete out at Owasso Speedway, come check out our trailer, because we'll definitely have it on TV in there. So for me, again, thank you guys for the support. And yeah, we'll have another update come next week, next Tuesday night. So we'll be able to deep dive into the Cars Tour race, have Jake kind of give a little bit of highlights about the Owasso race, and then all the other happenings around the country. So from me, that's all I got. Jake?
I mean, kind of said a lot just there in a second ago, but hoping to make our Colorado modified racers and just Colorado racing in general proud, like Chase did this last weekend. We're going to go do our best, and that's all we can try and do, is do our very best and just go for it, right? So hoping to do everybody proud, hoping to bring back a trophy. If not, we're just going to take the notes that we have and work on it for the next one. So it's going to be a lot, but it's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'll be looking forward to coming back next Tuesday and telling everybody about it.
Sweet. All right. Well, from Jake and Jordan and Hitting the Chip, we appreciate the support. Like, share, subscribe, get the word out there, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, everybody.